Hey there, fellas. You guys recognize this car right here? It's standing here all nice and clean. It's basically brand new. The thing drives wonderfully. Then again, about that last part, it drives as well as a Lada physically can. As much as we don't like them, but it drives like your normal sort of Lada. Anyway, here's what I have in mind for today. I've read a fair share of requests to make a car with an articulated shell, right? Sort of like a tractor that consists of two halves. Those handle quite curiously. So let's go ahead and make this one articulate. Now, I should point out straight away that we're not going to be going down the tractor route. With the hydraulics and everything else, we've prepared our own little recipe. How exactly we get there? Well, we'll see how things unfold as we go. Let's do this. Articulated Lada with sprung body. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Alright, so check out what we've got here. Our vision has come to fruition. Now remember how I said that we've got our own little recipe? So down there we've got a connector with a ZIL uni joint, which allows some movement left, right, up and down. And upstairs we're rocking a set of springs. Check this out. The car is dancing in all four directions. See? No problem. Anyway, so here's what I have in mind. We will begin by driving over a bumpy road to see how this entire setup behaves, how soft and comfortable the ride is. I'm sure the springs will be able to do their thing. It should be a pretty comfortable thing to drive, assuming you don't get road sick. And after we go for a ride, there's another thing we'd like to try. But we'll get to that a bit later. Alright, let's roll. Let's do this. It's pretty nice and soft back there, right? This is going to be a lot of fun. We'll make way to the roughest road we got around here and test the quality of this suspension. Yeah, long wheelbase edition. Oh wow, the steering is pretty abysmal. I can literally see how it's moving around in the rearview mirrors. Okay then. The handling ain't that bad, it just takes a lot of steering input. Fantastic. It is super soft, isn't it? Perfect. Look at how it's handling these ruts. Even the way it glides over these seams, albeit they are making it through to the rear end, right? Or maybe not? You good back there? Yo, Slav, my car is all over the place. Can you do a wheel alignment for me? Why not, dude? Can you just do a quick adjustment? Just a bit and I'll be alright. On the plus side, it does go over any imperfections in the road with aplomb. Just like a boat. Hey there, hook me up with an alignment. What is it with him? Why is he so shy? Do an alignment for me. I'll give you 500 rubles. You want me to bring it in? Isn't it such a nice thing? There you go. It's super reliable, supple, and comfy.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so you're not gonna help me out then. Sorry. Why not? I'd like to help you guys out, but today's just not the day. Okay, so after going for a drive, I can say that this setup works wonders. Yeah, the car handles imperfections in the road marvelously. It was pretty sweet in the back, eh? I also want a piece of the action. Anyway, so another thought occurred to us. After we had a go in the near vicinity, I can say that the turning radius is always shifting. Maybe because we're going over gravel, I don't know. Right, so now we take these springs, which are compressing, extending, and therefore providing us with such awesome ride comfort, and try to relocate them a bit closer to the middle, in order to increase the articulation. Load them up a bit more, make it even softer, though we have no idea how that's going to affect the car's handling. And instead of crawling nearby, I suggest we go to the test track and turn the speed up a notch. Alright guys, so we've modified the setup, and currently we're at the proving grounds. Here's what we've done. Like I said earlier, we've made the car much livelier. It shakes like jelly. So when the springs were at the corners, they had a much easier time keeping it together. And now that they're in the middle, the entire thing is so much softer and more flexible. Look at how easy it is to move the body around. Now I should point out that when we were getting this thing onto a dolly, the car was behaving in such a way as if the rear end was in fact a trailer. The way it handles and articulates is pretty weird, which is to say unexpected and unusual. Right, enough chit-chat. Let's go for a drive and see how she do. Let's do this. It's running. Let's go. It's already dancing. You try to go straight, but this thing has a mind of its own. Now that was pretty rough. The way this thing folds is pretty harsh. Let's try that a bit more delicately. Careful, mind the cameraman. What if I were to try that while braking? Same thing happens under braking too. We should have installed some bump stops. Holy cow. Then again, look at how much we reduced the turning radius. You can basically flip around while standing in place. See that? There we go. Oh, look at it straightening out. Oh wow, the turning radius is very tight indeed. Isn't that nice? See that? It collapsed to the left, but I'm steering right. The whole thing is wrong, man. All right then. We've got some dust. Let's try the other way. Oh, wow. Those springs... You see, the springs appear to be a bit soft for this application. They're not really up to the job. They were better for the old setup. You gonna hop in? After you guys got in, I'm seeing a drastic change in behavior. All of a sudden the car is drivable. Look at that. The car drives to the left when you turn right. Oh yeah. It does everything wrong. Look at that. No more brutal impacts. Like when it was empty. Apparently, it loaded up or something. Drift simulator. Look at the other thing it does. First we try straightening it out. There we go. Now we brake. See that? Let's go between the tires. It's actually... The turning radius is super tight. Oh yeah, it is very nimble. We should get a driving instructor to set up some cones. It'll make us go really fast. If we just try... Oh wow, look at that. I didn't hit a single tire. This thing has got some handling. Oh yeah. Can you do that? Alright, so I've driven with a bit of load. Our boys were sitting in the back. It actually starts to handle in a completely different manner when you've got somebody sitting back there. Now, what if I were to try navigating the tires with no load in the back? Can I make this work? Nope. Ain't gonna work.
No.
Okay, fellas, we've just been for a ride in this articulating automobile. Albeit we weren't running any sort of hydraulic or mechanical joiner to connect the two pieces. We kept it simple. Honestly, this is a very unusual thing to drive. It's a 100% unpredictable thing. Even when you turn your steering wheel to the right, that doesn't mean that the car is going to follow suit. It can easily head in the other direction. Aw man, we had a really great time driving around in this thing. However, the car itself isn't quite where we'd like it to be. Ideally, we want this car to steer by means of that connection between the two halves. Anyhow, fellas, that's it for now. Big thanks for the suggestion. You guys keep them coming, and together we'll make things happen. As for this one, we might give it an overhaul. Fix the front wheels in place and make it so that the articulating bit is what steers the car. But for now, we're done. You guys watch us. Hopefully you got a good laugh out of this. Subscribe, send in those comments and suggestions. Give us a big thumbs up. All right, catch you later.